Hello guys, welcome back to TFD with Cordy. One thing the Indiana Fever absolutely used to be accused of was being soft. Let's just keep it real. For a long time, teams would push them around, talk crazy, try to punk them, and the Fever didn't always have a response. That narrative existed for a reason, but that started to change, and it really showed last season. You could never question this team's perseverance anymore, especially with everything they battled through with injuries. They kept fighting, kept showing up, and that toughness slowly started to take shape. Then Sophie Cunningham enters the picture, and now we're talking about a whole different level of edge. Sophie brings a physical, in-your-face toughness that this roster needed. She's still got people heated in the comments sections right now because when someone said, "kind of looks like a foul," Sophie fired right back with, "I'll show you what a foul really is." And honestly, that reaction says everything. People get irritated, but it's funny because there's not much they can do about it. Sophie is a legitimate badass. That's not hype, that's who she is. She comes in with that MMA background, plays the role of enforcer, and makes it clear that Caitlin Clark is not going to be bullied. Fever fans have been begging to see someone stand up for Caitlin, and Sophie does exactly that. And let's not forget, this toughness runs deeper than just one player. Lexi Hull is tough as nails. Back eye, busted lip, still out there competing. That's the identity shift. Teams still test them, like we saw with the Mercury, DeWanna Bonner, and even Alyssa Thomas running their mouths. But this Fever team, they're not backing down anymore.
I gotta say, Indiana Fever fans were probably absolutely thrilled to see Aliyah Boston step up during the Unrivaled games, especially when it came to going toe-to-toe with Alyssa Thomas. And let's just be honest, AB is a big presence on the court. She's physical in the paint, she asserts herself, and the more she does that, the better it is for the Fever as a team. You saw it in one of these plays where she's trying to get by Alyssa Thomas, gets stuffed, fights for the ball, and even though she had almost no chance of coming away with it, she made her presence known. AB is not one to just stand there and take it. She's pushing back, she's vocal, and she's letting her energy be felt all over the court. On the way down, she even had something to say to her opponent, and that wasn't the only time she showed that edge throughout the Unrivaled games. Honestly, it didn't matter who was across from her. AB refused to back down. And that's the kind of toughness you love to see. People want to see her grow into a dominant force, and she's doing just that. Physically, she's stronger, she's in great shape, and she's starting to really command the block. Watching teams try to handle her and ultimately fail was a sight to behold. It's just a matter of time before her game translates fully to the WNBA. And it's not just about her physicality. Boston's improving in all aspects of her game. Shooting, positioning, timing. There's even talk about potential nicknames for her outside the three-point line, which fans joke about, but it shows the excitement around her potential. Imagine what she could do linking up with Caitlin Clark. Another level entirely. Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell was doing her thing. Shout out to Kelsey for hitting the first game winner for the Hive. Mitchell is tough to guard in any scenario, whether it's one-on-one or three-on-three. That game-winning shot was a perfect reminder of her lethal skill set. So overall, Fever fans should feel encouraged. From AB refusing to back down from Alyssa Thomas to Kelsey Mitchell hitting clutch shots, there were plenty of good signs during Unrivaled. And while we wait for a new WNBA CBA and the long offseason to end, it's moments like these that show this Fever team isn't just tough, they're starting to build something special.
About Aliyah Boston, because honestly, she is your modern center. I mean that in every sense of the word. If you're trying to picture it, think Draymond Green, but now imagine he's 6'9", 6'10". That's the kind of versatility and impact Boston brings to the court. She's not just a bruiser down low. She's a true floor spacer, a defensive anchor, and an offensive hub all wrapped into one. If you're looking to complement her with size, the move is obvious. You try to get someone like Alana Smith. You pair size with shooting, let Aliyah run the pick and roll,
Let her do her thing offensively, and you're building around a true centerpiece. Ironically, she's been outrunning players like Malanga in some games. That's not something you normally say about a center, but Boston has quickness that allows her to guard perimeter players like Alyssa Thomas or even someone like Angel Wilson. She's completely transformed her game over the last year. Honestly, a year ago in Unrivaled, it looked like she had lost a lot of her post-up dominance. Her finishing wasn't reliable, her back-to-the-basket game was shaky, and her overall offensive output was inconsistent. To be blunt, on Unrivaled last season, let's say it was rough. Fast forward to now, and Boston is unreal. The physicality she brings, the toughness, the ability to mix it up on both ends of the floor, she's redefining what it means to be a modern big. And the way she's calling out Alyssa Thomas and forcing her to the bench, that's the type of dominance you want to see. People call Aliyah Boston dirty, but let's be honest here. If a player is physical, that's part of the game. I don't care if she throws elbows or sets moving screens. What I care about is if she crosses the line, diving at knees, yanking shoulders, dangerous plays. That's unacceptable. Otherwise, give me all of it. That's just basketball. Boston's physicality isn't reckless, it's controlled aggression. She's matching players like Alyssa Thomas move for move, and in doing so, she's showing what bully ball at the center position can look like. It's the same kind of mentality you'd see with a Jokic type at 6'9" or 6'10", who can facilitate, roll, and score efficiently. And make no mistake, while Sarah Strong projects as a strong long-term piece, Boston has that edge. She's a bigger, faster, and smarter version of a similar skill set. She can run the point center, manage pick and rolls with intelligence, and in tandem with a high IQ player like Caitlin Clark, you're watching what might be the smartest pick and roll duo in the WNBA. Her ability to roll, drift, and finish in transition is eye-opening. If Boston reaches her full potential, it changes everything. Look at last season with the Aces. They literally decided to let her score open layups for a half while doubling Caitlin Clark, and it worked. Why? Because Boston can punish defenses, force switches, and open up opportunities. Dana Evans could end up guarding Boston, then AJ switches to Kelsey Mitchell, and Boston is setting another screen, creating a mismatch, exploiting it, and getting easy buckets. That's not just skill, that's elite basketball IQ. And that's why this isn't just a good player, it's a game changer. And here's the kicker. Her speed and conditioning have improved massively. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Most bigs don't add quickness like this in a year. Boston's jumper comes off fast. She can confidently attack the perimeter, and she moves in transition like a guard at times. Some of that might have always been there, but the confidence and freedom she now has in Rival versus under coaches like Sides or Don Staley, that's what's unlocked this next level of her game. Playing alongside someone like Kelsey Plum, who, let's be real, is no Caitlin Clark in pick-and-roll IQ, she still managed to dominate. That shows the ceiling if you put Boston alongside an elite floor general next season. The thought of Boston and Clark seeing the floor together next season is terrifying for opponents. Full court pressure, pick-and-roll execution, mismatch exploitation, and transition scoring. This duo can carry a team. And it's not just scoring, it's the way Boston moves, the way she reads switches, the way she controls space. She's going to take over games in a way that centers haven't in recent WNBA history. I don't even think we fully appreciate how fast she's improved. This is the kind of player who can alter the trajectory of a franchise. So yeah, keep an eye on Aliyah Boston. She's not just the center, she's a modern, multi-dimensional, high IQ, physical force who can dominate both ends of the floor. If you want size, speed, and basketball intelligence all rolled into one player, she's it. And paired with Caitlin Clark, you're not just watching a game, you're watching a masterclass in modern basketball. Anyway, that's my take. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we're just getting started talking about this new wave of WNBA dominance, and Aliyah Boston is leading the charge.
Seven assists, 13 buckets for Phantom. Brink Hodges, her team playing inspired despite being down 9 at the end of 1.